Starting.
Hi, I'm Brian Crosley, and I'm here and I'm going to show you how to apply lightweight fiberglass to a wing or a fuselage of an airplane. It's what I learned a long time ago. It's called the toilet paper technique. You'll see why in a minute. And anyway, first I'm going to show you what you're going to need, okay? You need a medium to put the fiberglass down, and you can either use polyester resin. This is just Bondo that you can get at your local auto parts store, and there's other things. I think Zap makes some and Sig sells some, and some of it sands a lot harder than others. The advantage of it is it's cheap. The disadvantage is that it smells really bad and the other people that live with you won't like it. Then this is West System Epoxy. This isn't the original can, and this is their West 105. This is the Epoxy, and this is the Hardener. And this sands. This is the best sanding of the epoxies that I found. The disadvantage to this is it's very expensive, and I guess the advantage is that it doesn't smell. This is the standard hardener for polyurethanes. If you use polyurethane, be careful. Sometimes polyurethanes won't set up over other things, and so do a test thing. If you've got any glue with a waxy substance, it might not set up. And with the polyurethanes, you mix this in, and the more you mix, the faster it sets up. So you have to experiment. You don't want it to set up too fast, especially like when I'm doing the wing. That's a pretty big surface, okay? And West System actually sells 3 different hardeners. This is the slow. They sell an extra slow and a fast. You never want to use the fast, and I don't have any of the extra slow, so I might be a little bit rushed on this. And anyway, let's see, anything else about, you need a soft bristle brush, you need a roll of toilet paper, and don't use the crappy kind, no pun intended, that from like industrial places. Use a nice absorbent one like Charmin or Cottonelle or Northern. Okay. Then you need fiberglass cloth, and you'll find it. It's this is I buy it in bulk from a place called Fiberglass Supply. It's www.fiberglasssupply.com. They're out in Washington State, and you'll find it either wherever you get it is either say ½ ounce or 3/4 of an ounce, and that means it weighs a ½ an ounce or 3/4 of an ounce per square yard. Sig sells it. I think you can get some from Tower, and so wherever you get it. And you'll need, I'm also going to, in this demonstration, I'm going to do this wing. This is here. I'm going to do one of the flaps, and I'm going to do one of the hatch covers. Actually, I have a bunch more of these. You need some mixing cups, and let's see, I don't know if you'll need anything else. Okay. So the first thing you do is vacuum off, which I've already done, vacuum off your surface. The surface, actually, when you use the 3/4 ounce cloth, doesn't have to be perfect because it will straddle little dents and little cracks and crevices. So, and then just before you put the cloth on, you want to blow it off like this and make sure there's nothing on it. Now I've pre-cut a piece of the fiberglass cloth for this wing. Don't worry about which way the grain goes. Nothing's going to show when it's all done. And don't worry about the edges right now. Okay, and you just drape it over. I'm going to move all these other parts out of the way right now. So, and I'll be mixing. I don't want to mix up. I'm going to use the West System today. Oh, and you need acetone. Acetone thins all these products, and I also mix in about 10% acetone with the mix. So I'm going to get all this other stuff out of the way here. So I drape this over the wing. You just want the edges to hang over. I'm going to get the flap and this out of the way now. And so The bottom line on the toilet paper method, is what I call it, is that we're gonna use the medium to put this on, but then I'll roll the toilet paper over it like this, and I'm basically sucking up almost all of what I put on. The whole idea on the first coat is just to get the cloth laid down tight and glued against the wing. Then we'll fill it later, okay? And so the toilet paper sucks it back up, and I think this is a little bit lighter. I know some guys put the medium on and then they scrape it off with a squeegee. I've never done that, and it would seem to me like it would drag the cloth all over the place, but I haven't tried it, so I can't tell you whether it's good or bad. But this has worked for me. So now I've got the cloth laid on here, and I'm going to intentionally put a little booger of balsa right here, pretending like I made a mistake. And I'm going to show you that that won't hurt in the long run. So let's say you didn't clear off your wing quite properly and you have this little bump here, but you don't see it until it's too late when you're painting. Okay, so now I'm going to mix up the epoxy. You can cut it, Judy.